Let us do these questions now. So next question that we have is another simple expansion. So power is 5, so the terms or the coefficient, binomial coefficient that we will have is 5c0 to 5c5, right? So we will have all these coefficients, 5c1, 5c2, 5c3, 5c4 and 5c5, and then the terms will be separated by plus sign. So in the term, when I'll write 5c3, so I'll raise 1 by x with 3 and x by 3 with 2. This is what I'm going to do here. This is what the formula says, right? Because what is the formula? That 5cr, if I've got a plus b raised to power n, right? A plus b raised to power 5. So 5cr, b raised to power r, a raised to power 5 minus r. This is what I'm going to do. Whatever I write here, I'll raise b to this power, and remaining, that is 5 minus r, I'll raise a with that power. So let us do it. 5c0, 1 by x raised to power 0, x by 3 raised to power 5. 5c1, 1 by x raised to power 1, x by 3 raised to power 4. 5c2, 1 by x raised to power 2, x by 3 raised to power 3. Or let us say it other way around. 5c3, x by 3 raised to power 5 minus 3, 1 by x raised to power 3. 5c4, x by 3 raised to power 5 minus 4 and 1 by x raised to power 4. So you should be comfortable in these. 5c5, 1 by x raised to power 5 and x by 3 raised to power 0. So you may choose any of the ways of saying it. You are going to write this formula finally. How you say it depends on your comfort level. I say it like this. Whatever I write here, I raise the second term of the binomial to that power, and the remaining powers I give to the first term. This is how I am comfortable with, and this is, I think, the faster way of doing it. So let's write it in a simplified manner. This is 1. This is x raised to power 5 by 3, because this is also 1, right? So x raised to power 5 by 3 raised to power 5. 3 raised to power 5 is 243. So x raised to power 5 by 243. This is 5, and this is 3 raised to power 4 in the denominator, which is 81, right? 5 upon 81. 5 upon 81, and x raised to power 4 by x, so x raised to power 3. This looks like a simpler one. 5c2 is 10, and this is 27, because 3 raised to power 3 is 27. So 10 by 27, let me write it here. And why is 5c2 10? Because 5 into 4 by 2 into 1 will give you 10. X cubed by x squared will give you x plus 5c3 is also 10, because 5c2 and 5c3 are same, equal to 10. So 10, and this is 3 raised to second power, so 9 in the denominator, 10 upon 9. X squared divided by x cubed will give me x in the denominator, plus 5c4 is equal to 5c1, that is 5 itself, and this is 3 raised to power 1, so 5 by 3. This is x raised to power 1, this is x raised to power 4, so x cubed in the denominator, plus 5c5 is 1, x raised to x, this is x by 3 raised to power 0 is 1, so x raised to power 5 in the denominator. This should be the expansion of this fourth question. Okay, you need to verify the calculation part. Let's go for this. I'll start with 6c0, 1 by x raised to power 0, x raised to power 6. 6c1 1 by x raised to power 1 and x raised to power 5 plus 6c2 1 by x raised to power 2 and x raised to power 4. You don't have to think after you have written first term. You keep on increasing this by 1 and decreasing this by 1. So this is 6, I'll write 5 here, 4 here, this is 0, 1, 2, right? Then you keep on writing 6c3 x cubed 1 by x cubed, 6c4 x squared 1 by x raised to power 4, 6c5 x 1 by x raised to power 5, and then 6c6 x raised to power 0 will give you 1, so 1 by x raised to power 6. Now let us write it in simplified form. So this will give you, this is 1, this is 1, so x raised to power 6 will be your first term. This is 6 and x raised to power 5 by x, so 6x raised to power 4. This is 15, right? 6 into 5 by 2 into 1, so 15 x raised to power 4 by x squared, 15 x squared. 6c3 is 6 into 5 into 4 by 3 into 2 into 1, that is 20. So it will be 20 x cubed by x cubed. So it is free of x, it is independent of x, this term. Okay, there is no x in this term, so it is independent of x. 6c4 is 6c2, which is 15, right? So 15, this is x raised to power 4 in the denominator, x square in the numerator, so I'll write x square in the denominator, plus 65 is 6, and I'll have x raised to power 4 in the denominator. This is 1 and this is x raised to power 6 in the denominator. So this is your expansion. Now we will use binomial theorem to evaluate expressions like this. So first of all, write it in a binomial form, that is 100 minus 4 raised to power 3. Now why have I written it in 100 minus 4 only and not 90 plus 6? Because this is simpler to raise 100 to some powers, right? 1, 2, 3 or 12. We know that 100 raised to power 12 will have 24 zeros, right? 1 followed with 24 zeros, right? This is how it is easier to convert these expressions into 10 plus something or 100 plus something like that, or 100 minus 4 in this case. Now I'll expand it. I'll start with 3c0 minus 4 raised to power 0, 100 raised to power 3, 3c1 minus 4 raised to power 1, 100 raised to power 2, 3c2 minus 4 raised to power 2, 100 raised to power 1, 3c3, that will be the last term here, minus 4 raised to power 3 and 100 raised to power 0. So it will be, this is 1, this is 1, 100 raised to power 3 is 1 followed with 6 zeros, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Anyways, I am not going to do the calculation, you are supposed to do the calculation part. I can use the calculator, but you do not have the freedom to do that, because you have to appear in your examination, right? And in your examination, calculator may not be allowed, and it will definitely not be allowed. 3c1 is 3, this is minus 4, so 3 into minus 4 is minus 12 and into 100 square. So let me write it like this, minus 12 and then 4 zeros, 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 3c2 is 3, 4 squared is 16, 16 into 3 is 48, followed with 2 zeros, 4800. And then there is minus 4 raised to third power, so it will give me negative here. 3c3 is 1, 100 raised to power 0 is 1, 4 raised to power 3 is 64, so minus 64. This is the calculation that we need to do. Let me use this here. 1 followed with 6 zeros. Are these 6 zeros? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Minus 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus 4, 8, 0, 0. Right? Then minus 64 equals 884736. 884736. This will be your answer. Okay, now this is third power. You could have also expanded it using your a plus b cubed formula or a minus b cubed formula, right? There was no need of binomial theorem. Otherwise, binomial theorem is also expansion of this idea, right? For a plus b, fourth power, fifth power, sixth power. So it can be applied here also. What I mean to say is, if it was not written that we need to use binomial theorem here, we could still solve this because we know the formula for a plus b cubed or a minus b whole cubed, right? Let's see what is the next one. Next we have is 102 raised to power 5. So I'll write it as 100 plus 2. That will be the most appropriate way to go about it, right? Is there any other way that you can think about it? So this seems to be the way. Let me start with 5c0 and 2 raised to power 0, 100 raised to power 5. 5c1, 2 raised to power 1, 100 raised to power 4. 5c2, 2 raised to power 2, 100 raised to power 3. 5c3, 2 raised to power 3, 100 raised to power 2. And then 5c4, 2 raised to power 4, 100 raised to power 1. 5c5, then 2 raised to power 5. 100 raised to power 0 is 1. Let's try to write it in simplified form. This is 1, this is 1. So 100 raised to power 5. So 1 followed with 10 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is 5, this is 2. So 5 into 2 is 10. This is 1 followed with 8 zeros. And 10 will bring one more zero. So 1 followed with 9 zeros will come here. 1 and then 9 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Plus 5c2 is 10. 10 into 4 is 40. And then there are these 6 zeros. So 4 followed with 7 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because 40 into then 6 zeros. So 4 followed with 7 zeros. 5c3 is also 10. This is 8. So 80. And then 4 zeros. So 8 followed with 5 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 5. This is 16. So 80 into 100. That is 8,000. This is 1. This is 32. So plus 32. This looks like a simple calculation. Can I leave it to you? Or let me use the calculator for my comfort. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Plus 1 followed with 9 zeros now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Plus 4 followed with 7 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Plus 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus 8000 plus, what was the last term? 2 raised to power 5, right? 32 equals, this should be the result, 1104, right? What you see on this calculator, this is your final result. Okay, let's move to the next one. I am using the calculator just for the completion of this question. Otherwise, I could have left the question before, one step before it. Okay, I am just using the calculator so that you can verify the answer from here. Otherwise, I should leave the calculation part to you only. So this is 101 raised to power 4. So let me write it as 1 plus 100 raised to power 4. Right, 1 plus x raised to power 4. So what will be the expansion? 4c0 plus 4c1 100 raised to power 1 plus 4c2 100 squared, 4c3 100 cubed, 4c4 100 raised to power 4. This here it would have been 100 raised to power 0, so I have not written it because it is 1. So this is 1 plus, this is 4 into 100, so 400. This is 4 into 3 by 2 into 1, so 6 into 4 zeros, right? 100 raised to power 2 gives me 4 zeros in the end, plus 4c3 is 4c1, which is 4, and there will be 6 zeros after 4, 1 2 3 4 5 6, plus this will be 4c4 is 1, 100 raised to power 4 is 1, followed with 8 zeros, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Just for the completion, let me again use the calculator and show it to you. What will be the answer? 1 followed, I am starting with this, okay, and we'll go this way. 4 8 zeros, 1 2 3 4 5 6. How many are these? 7 8. Right, now these are 8 zeros plus 4, then 6 zeros, 1 2 3 4 5 6, plus 60,000, 6 1 2 3 4 4, plus 400 plus 1 equals, this, the answer that you see on this screen is your answer, 10 40 60 401, 10 40 60 601. This was the answer? No, 401. So this is your answer. You can verify your answer. You can verify that this is the correct answer, right, by doing the calculation yourself without using the calculator. Let us move to the next question. Okay, so this is what? This is 100 minus 1 raised to power 5, right? We have done a similar question just now we have done a question where we had 100 plus 1 raised to power 4. Now I've got 100 minus 1 raised to power 4. So the only difference in these questions will be that I'll have alternate plus minus. So can I, without expanding it from this, can I guess my answer? Look at the first term. What will be the first term? NC0. This will have 5 zeros. No, there is a difference. This was raised to 4th power. This is raised to 5th power. So let us do it separately. 100 minus 1 raised to power 5 will be written as NC0 minus 1 raised to power 0, 100 raised to power 5 plus NC1 minus 1 raised to power 1, 100 raised to power 4, NC2 minus 1 raised to power 2, 100 raised to power 3, NC3 minus 1 raised to power 3, 100 raised to power 2, and then NC4 minus 1 raised to power 4, 100 raised to power 1, NC5 minus 1 raised to power 5. 100 raised to power 0 won't matter here because that will give you 1. This is 1, this is 1. So 100 raised to power 5 will give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 zeros. Plus, not plus, it will be minus because of minus 1 raised to an odd power. So I have taken care of this. And NC1, what is N? N is 5. So let me write 5 everywhere. Why have I written N? Just because it is in my mind because of the formula. N is 5 in this question, so let me replace this N with 5 everywhere. So let us see. 5C1 is 5. 100 raised to power 4 will give me 8 zeros in the end, and minus 1 will give me minus sign here. So 5 followed with 8 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5C2 is 10. This is 6 zeros, and this will make it 7 zeros plus. So 1 followed with 7 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5C3 is also 10, but this time it will give a minus here. So minus 10 into 4 zeros. So minus 1 followed with 5 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I hope you understand what I am doing here. This is 10, 100 raised to power 2. So 100 into 100. So 1 followed with 4 zeros. This is 10. So 1 followed with 4 zeros, that is 10,000 multiplied with 10 will give you 1 lakh. And this will give you minus sign here. That is what I have done. Then plus. This will be plus 1. This is 100. This is 5. So 500. This is 1. This is minus 1. So minus 1. Now this is the expansion. I'll again use the calculator. Why I am saying it again and again, that you should be doing it without the calculator. Okay, this is the final time that I am saying it. Now let me use the calculator just for the completion of this question. Otherwise I should leave it here. I am doing it so that you can match your answer. 10 zeros here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Minus 5 followed with 8 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Are these 8? Yes, 8 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, this was minus, right? Then plus 1 followed with 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then minus. You should not be doing the calculations wrong. That is the last thing that I want from you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because if you don't know the concept, that is one thing. If you know the concept but lose marks just because of these addition problems, that will not be okay. What was the last term? 5C5 was 1, minus 1 raised to power 5 was minus 1. So I have to subtract 1. Minus 1. I have subtracted this 1, but I have not added this. What I have not added? 500. So let's add 500 plus 500. This is your final answer. The answer that you see in the calculator is your final answer. Okay. Okay. Let us move to the next question. Which number is larger? This is a similar question we have done in the examples. Give me a moment, please. Alright, this is the question. So we will expand the first one and see which one is greater. 1.01 can be written as 1 plus 1 by 10 raised to power what? 1 followed with 4 zeros, 1 2 3 4. Okay, and we need to compare it with 1000. So let's expand it to 2 3 terms and then we will get the idea. For example, in that example that we did, we expanded it till 3 terms, I think. So first 2 terms gave me the idea. Let us see here. So first term will be 1 2 3 4 C0 1 by 10 raised to power 0, 1 raised to power 10,000, 1 2 3 4, right, plus C1 1 by 10 raised to power 1, because 1 raised to any power will anyway give you 1. So let's write one more term. In fact, we won't require that, but let us write that just to show you that it is more than 1000. So let us see. This is 1, this is 1, this is 1. So the first term is 1 plus this is 10,000 and this is 10 in the denominator. So this will give you 1000 here. Then plus this is some positive number, right? Some positive integer. So some positive number. So if you see, the first 2 terms itself tell the story that it is greater than 1000, because the sum of these 2 terms is 1001, and then we have got some positive number in addition to 1001 here. So this term is clearly greater than this one. So 1.1 raised to power 1 2 3 4 is greater than 1000 for sure. So what we did is, by binomial expansion, we expanded this till 3 terms. First 2 terms are equal to 1001. Third term we just expanded to show that it is some positive terms, and rest of the terms will also be positive terms. So even if you expand it till 2 terms and then you can say this in your language that rest of the terms are positive, then it is okay. Find a plus b raised to power 4 minus a minus b raised to power 4. And then we need to evaluate this expression here. So this is just a binomial expansion, so let's do that. We need to expand this, right? We cannot memorize the formula and say it here, because the question specifically wants us to show that what this expression will be equal to, and then we need to put a equal to root 3 and b equal to root 2 and evaluate this. So let's do this. The first part here will be 4c0 a raised to power 4, 4c1 a raised to power 3b, 4c2 a square b square, 4c3 ab cubed, 4c4 b raised to power 4. Now in the second term I have got a minus b, right? So wherever I have got b, I'll replace it with minus b, but minus b raised to odd powers will be minus something, right? Minus b raised to even power will be, you know that, minus b raised to minus 1 raised to even power will give you 1. So let me write this expression below it, a minus b raised to power 4. So 4c0 a raised to power 4 minus 4c1 a cubed b. Why minus here? Because I have replaced this b with minus b. 4c2 a squared b squared, it won't make a difference here because b squared will be minus b whole squared will be b squared itself. So minus 4c3 ab cubed plus 4c4 b raised to power 4. Now I have to subtract this, the term that I have written below the first one. See, I have to subtract this expression from this. So what will happen is the signs of these terms will change. This will become negative, this will become positive, negative, positive, negative. Which terms will get cancelled? This will get cancelled, this term will get cancelled, and this term will get cancelled. What I'll have here is, I'll have twice of 4c1 a cubed b and twice of 4c3 ab cubed. These are the two terms that I'll have. What is 4c1 and 4c3? 4c1 is 4, 4c3 is also 4. So 4 into 2 is 8 and 4 into 2 is also 8. So I can take 8 outside, a cubed b and ab cubed. So essentially if I take ab common, I can write it in a more simplified form, a squared plus b squared. So this is the result of these expansions. 8ab plus 8ab into, this is 8ab into a squared plus b squared. Now what do we want to evaluate here? We want to evaluate this where a is root 3 and b is root 2. So I can simply place it here and this will give me the evaluation. So this will be equal to 8ab. So 8 into root 3 into root 2. So 8 root 6. A square is 3. B square is 2. So 8 into 5 is 40 root 6. Alright, this is a similar question, it's just that we are adding these two terms now. So let us do this. This is x plus 1 raised to power 6. Okay, what is this expansion? This is, I'll start with 6c0 and then raise this 1 with 0 and x with 6. So I'll have x raised to power 6 here, right? Plus 6c1 x raised to power 5, 6c2 x raised to power 4, because 1 raised to power 2 is 1, so I don't have to write it. I hope by now you are comfortable with this. 6c3 x cubed, 6c4. I'm treating x as my first term here. 1 plus x, you know, right? That is the other way around. See, what I'm saying is, what I'm doing here is I am raising 1 with 0 and x with n minus 0 or 6 minus 0. So 1 with 0, 1 with 1, x with 6 minus 1. So these ones I am not writing. This is what I'm saying. There is other way of thinking about this expansion, that 1 plus x raised to power 6. That is also what you can do. That won't make a difference to it. It's just that you will see the coefficients like this. You will see the coefficient 6. Even then you can write these coefficients like this. Okay, 6c5 x plus 6c6 x raised to power 0. Okay, so this and this coefficient are equal, this and this coefficient are equal, this and this coefficient are equal. So whatever way you think about it, this expansion will be okay. You just need to take care of the silly mistakes that you need to avoid. Alright, so let me write it now. This is going to be equal to what? 6c0 is 6, 6c0 is 1. So this is x raised to power 6. This is 6, x raised to power 5. This is 15, x raised to power 4. This was 20. I hope by now you have memorized these. 6c4 is 15, right? X squared. 6c5 is 6c1, which is 6. Where is this 6 here? This was 6. 6c5 is 6, so 6x. This is 1. Okay. What is x minus 1 raised to power 6? This is going to be equal to, now if when I'm writing x plus 1 raised to power 6, I said that I am considering 1 raised to power 0 here, 1 raised to power 1 here, 1 raised to power 2 here, 1 raised to power 3 here. 1 raised to power 4, 1 raised to power 5 and 1 raised to power 6 here. Now when I've got minus 1 in place of 1, all these terms, this term will become negative, this term will become negative. So if you notice, which term are getting negative? Where the coefficient, or where this is odd, or where power of x is also odd. So in any of the ways you can think about it. So let me write these terms. X raised to power 6 minus 6x raised to power 5 plus 15x raised to power 4 minus 20x raised to power 3 plus 15x squared minus 6x plus 1. I hope I haven't made any mistake. 60 is 1, 61 is 6, this is 15, this is 20, this is 15 again, this is 6, this is 1. It seems okay. So now I have to add these. So what terms will be cancelled? This will be cancelled, this will be cancelled, and this will get cancelled. And what I'll have is twice of x raised to power 6 plus 30 x raised to power 4 plus 30 x squared plus 2. And what is that we need to evaluate? We need to evaluate where x is root 2, right? The expression is same, but x is being replaced by root 2. So let me replace x with root 2 and find the value. Okay, so evaluated part will be, evaluation is equal to 2 into root 2 raised to power 6 is 2 raised to power 3, right? So let me write, okay, let us write first term as this. First let us write in terms of root 2 and then we will solve it in the next step. Now let us solve it. This is 2 cubed, 8 into 2, 16. This is 2 squared, that is 4 into 30, 120. This is 2 into 30, that is 60. This is 2. So this is 180, 182, 188, 198. This is the evaluated part. Okay. I hope I have not confused you in this lecture, because there are times that I want to tell you that this coefficient can be replaced by this coefficient can be replaced by this coefficient, and some of the times I think of withholding this information so that not to get you overthinking about it. Okay, so I think once the teacher has told you all these ideas, now it is your duty to explore these ideas and come up with a comfortable method for yourself, right? So you need to find your comfort zone, or you need to find your niche. Okay, I can just give you ideas,